Hello, I'm Kendra, and here at Hooked by Happenstance, it is time for another installment of Freaker Frog. If this is your first time here, you probably don't know what Freaker Frog is. It is my way of facing the unfinished. I'm going to delve into my drawer of woebegone whips and make some choices. I'm going to decide whether the bag or project or whatever I pull out of the drawer is going to be freaked out about and put onto my on the hook list where I actively start working on it, or whether I'm going to frog it, reclaim the yarn, and take the yarn out of bad projects and put it into good ones. So now, there's the drawer. Now, the drawer is half full of fabric scraps right now. So we don't even have to worry about this side. It's just fabric stacked up. And this side has some whips. A lot of them. Let's see. Well, we've been trying to go through bags. We'll grab this one. When it comes to the whips in the Freaker Frog drawer, some of them I don't remember and I have no clue what's in them. This purple bag, however, I know what's in it. I'm fairly certain I know what I'm going to do with it. But it has a bit of a story behind it. So, let's open it up and we can see. Yes, it is. It is what I thought. So, at Christmas time, I guess, or at December, my kids and I, every year, have been listening to a series of stories, of Advent stories, from an online audiobook author who we enjoy. Their site is called Sparkle Stories, and every year we listen to Martin and Sylvia's 24 Days of Christmas, so their Advent calendar. And in this book, the kids collect these yellow envelopes which lead to fun and wonderment throughout the holiday season with their family. And I had wanted to make an Advent calendar. So about a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to start in on this project and that I was going to use it as like a samplery opportunity. Hello, have any of you seen the We Hook Wednesday? This was the precursor to that. Now this is nothing like that in the grand scheme of things. These pouches are all the same size ultimately. They are all also not sewn together, but they are basically sample swatches that become an envelope. So it's an arrow, and you fold it in half, and I would have stitched it up, you know, and then the little front comes down, it has a little buttonhole, and my plan was to put these wooden star buttons on each one and like number with like a Sharpie or something on the wooden buttons, is number them all. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them done. And I think my goal was to do, you know, all 25, and I was going to do them out of different colors of yellow and then put them all together so that they would kind of have a more interesting effect, both pattern-wise and color-wise. But obviously, I did not finish that project. I changed my mind on how I wanted to do it. And actually, I like what I came up with better, I think. So, I now have a number of buttons. 25 of them, I think. Actually, there's 6 per pack, and I have 5 packs. I have 30 buttons now, which are going to be absorbed into my crafty stash. And I know it's going to pain a bunch of you to see me do it, but I'm going to frog all of these because I don't have any use for them as envelopes. I know, somebody's going to say, well, you could sell them, except I have tried selling pouches like this before and they don't sell at my craft shows, so that is not really an option. And I could gift them, but nobody in my life really wants, needs, or cares for a crocheted pocket. So, I'm going to frog them, reclaim the yarn, and I can do something good with it later because I have this whole skein of gold. In fact, I bought this skein specifically because I was running out for the other one. But, yeah, it can be anything. This is a common enough color. I'll put this back into stash and I will ball these up and they'll go join it. So, guess I'll get to frogging and then I'll show you how much yarn we end up with. I think it's going to be a pretty decent amount. And here is the result of the frogging. It's quite a lot of gold. I think it is at least a whole skein beyond this one. It might even be a little bit more. And then obviously the cornmeal color, there's some extra. And again, I absorbed a bunch of buttons. So I'm glad to get this stuff back in stash. I'll probably stick this all in a bag when I put it in stash so that I know that it kind of like goes together, and then I can use it for a future project. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of inspiration to go in to your whips and make some choices and decide whether you're going to freak out about a project and actually start working on it, or if you're going to frog it and absorb the good yarn, because good yarn does not belong in bad projects. And while this was not a bad project in theory, it is no longer a project of use to me. So this seemingly good project needed to disappear so I can make it into a new, more useful project in the future. Next to me on the screen, you'll see another link to the other Freaker Frog videos in case you've missed any of them. There's getting to be quite a few now. There's also a link to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the other fun here, as well as my daily vlog channel in case you're interested in those sorts of things. And in the description box below, you'll find a link to my Etsy shop if you'd like to help support me so I can keep making fun, free, crafty content for all of you. And I will see you next time. Bye!